Alright everybody, hope you guys are ready for next week for some grandmasters and start farming up some of those good old golf balls for Lightfall because we're gonna need them, right? Now of course they drop next week, however, we got some good news. So if we just go ahead and take a little peek into today's TWAB, the first TWAB of the year, you will see the first thing that they mention is going to be this section on some Grandmaster Nightfall changes with a nice few bullet points to go over. Decrease the power level needed to enter Grandmasters by 25 to 1580, which is the powerful cap, okay? The pinnacle cap being 1590, of course. And then I don't know if you guys noticed this, but they did decrease the overall power level of Grandmaster activities by 10 to 1620. If you looked earlier at the season, it was actually initially 1630, meaning that the old way from all the other seasons, you would have to be 1605 to enter. However, there's a lot of changes, of course, and the current power difference of being always at least 25 light under compared to all the enemies is not going to change, which is obviously a good thing. GM's got to retain part of that difficulty, and part of that is that you're never ever able to out level it. Now the other important thing is to note down here is that just because you can enter at 1580 doesn't mean that there aren't a little bit of benefits to actually, getting your light up to par, aka 1595. You can still enter at 1580, but the enemies would be 40 power above you. Big dog, you are seeing skulls, homie. You're not seeing swords above the enemy's heads, you are seeing skulls. Of course, you can use the artifact power to also boost your light for effectiveness up to 1595, but at that point, that's it. That's all the boost you're going to get. They also note that they'll have more information on further changes to Grandmaster Nightfalls and other high difficulty nodes coming soon. Leave a little bookmark on that, and we'll come back to that later when we see what those future changes are. Now, I would think a lot of people out there would be happy with these changes because this was always a huge problem, is that, dude, you have to really grind in order to get ready for GMs. That's why they were always coming out halfway through the season. You really had to put in the work doing your bounties, doing your seasonal challenges, making sure you got your artifact up there, along with hitting the pinnacle cap most of the time. Really kind of gate kept a lot of the community, but now with these changes that are literally dropping next week, which is awesome, a lot more people are going to be able to hop into some GMs. As long as you just play the game a decent bit, you'll at least be able to hop in. Although if you at least play the game a bit more, you'll be able to be a bit more effective at 1595 being your most effectiveness, regardless of how high you get past that. Also, one other thing to note, I would not be surprised if next week is our first week of double Nightfall rewards this season. When we get the little in-game message tomorrow, if it pops up there saying bonus Nightfall rewards all week next week, I'll be sure to let you guys know. That's what they did last season, so I wouldn't be surprised if they do it here. Thank you for watching. You guys be safe.